Hey, wanna see the most tilting thing in all of Dota? Online gaming. Truly humanity's greatest achievement. Why? Because despite all the advancements we've been able to do with technology, we ended up using it in the only way we really could have. By transmitting absolute vitriol to one's fellow man across the digital space.
Oh no, they don't want to leave the base. Wait! I'm an Abaddon. Wait a minute.
Yeah, what that comment, Q? Let's go.
Okay, 5-man tip. Just like that, the funny haha moment of the video is complete.
The point of this video is that online gaming is stressful, and competitive online gaming is even more stressful. So, what happens when you combine a high-pressure environment like a competitive game with the everyday toxicity of your average gamer?
Like, what? Get me the fuck out! Fuck out of this fucking European trash! Get me the fuck out!
Fucking useless French fag! Fag! I make you director! Shut your fucking mouth, you bitch!
You get the recipe for one of the most inhospitable environments known to man. Almost all online games have built-in ways to piss off their fellow gamers. Text chat, teabagging, friendly fire.
Fucking perfect flash, I mean.
He's kind of busy, you know, when he do the
Taunts, emotes, dances, and the best one of all, voice chat.
Oh my god, that is so adorable.
Oh, Anise!
Oh, what? You're live on Twitch?
Hold on. Let me get back into character. Okay. So with all that said, what if I told you that what Valve did to Dota 2 and its ability to inherently piss off the people who play this game is truly some next level stuff? Dota's got the usual online features like text and voice chat, League of Legends eat your heart out, but it goes further. Sprays, chat wheels, hero voice lines, caster voice lines, in-game tipping, effigies with funny names, ally spells that can grief you, and a fucking pause feature. All of these things, combined with an already extremely oppressive and high-pressure game like Dota, equates to one of the most, passionate experiences you can have in gaming.
No, Chuck, please! Get away from me! Help! No!
And that's what I want to talk about today. But before I do that, I just want to say, no one is born cool. Except those who subscribe to the channel and watch my content. My name's Argonax the Valve Guy, I make videos covering most of Valve's games, and you are one cool person for clicking on this small YouTuber's video. Hope you enjoy the slop I have prepared for today, and while you're at it, don't forget to do the YouTube things, and also, YouTube added this hype feature. I still don't know what it does, but if you are able, please hype up this video. And special thanks to Desor for making these wonderful illustrations for the thumbnail. You're awesome. Anyway, thanks for listening. Back on topic. Listed on screen are all the reasons why I think Dota 2 is so expertly good at absolutely pissing off its entire player base with these built-in mechanics. So I'm gonna kinda loosey-goosey talk about these in order, and the first one is in-game tipping. In Dota 2, you have the ability to tip all players in the game that you're playing. All players start off with 3 tips, and you can give them to other players at any point in the game. The amount is only like 50 Dota Plus points, which, for reference, here is how much all of these cosmetics cost. And here's how much the good cosmetics cost. So good luck trying to get to the good skins if you're just earning them through tips. Damn, it's kinda like being a waiter in the US, huh? Anyway, I like how Google's absolutely worthless AI system is telling me that Dota 2's tipping system can be used by allies or enemies to recognize good plays and achievements, or sometimes to be toxic. Yeah, guess what? Unfortunately, when Valve added this feature, almost no one uses it to recognize good plays. The vast majority of people who use the tipping system is just to be an asshole, to tilt the enemy team. If they get first blood on you, you get tipped. If you fuck up and miss your pudge hook, you get tipped. The enemy kills your donkey, you get tipped. And if your opponent just so happens to be the susceptible type to gamer rage, like in those clips I showed you earlier in the video, let's just say tipping can really cause that little vein in their forehead to start pulsing if you do it correctly. The next thing that Valve implemented into their games is the entirety of the chat wheel system. This includes the text wheel, sound wheel, and the hero voice exclusive wheel. They all fall under the same banner except they're used in different ways. The general chat wheel, which you can customize in the communications tab under Dota, which by the way is very telling of Valve's priorities. When the first thing that pops up when you open the drop-down menu under the communications tab is this thing. Now, just like the tipping system before it, ideally the chat wheel system should be used for good. It's supposed to be used to communicate more complex mechanics and maneuvers in the game without needing to type it out or open your mic. And for the most part, the text messages are very configurable. A well-meaning player can convincingly coordinate his team with rather complex strategies just by utilizing this chat wheel. You could tell your team to push a lane, take a tower, clear out the jungle, and then proceed to Roshan with the proper string of chat wheel lines. You can even throw in some emojis if you want to. But for the most part, that's not how the text chat wheel is used. Most of the time, and this might be anecdotal on my end, most of the time whenever people use the text chat wheel, it usually just gets used to use the more, passive-aggressive lines in the game, let's just say. But text is just text. That's not really gonna piss people off. For that, you're gonna need the sound chat wheel. With this tab, you can use any sound bites that you have unlocked or earned and use it here.
If you're bad at playing Dota, clap your hands.
This falls from anything from unlockable sounds to more exclusive things like Dota 2 casters and analysts who have pre-recorded lines. Because I'm trying to pad out the runtime of this video, enjoy this selection of the voice lines I personally find to be very enjoyable.
My God! My God Almighty! They killed him!
You were doing very well. I'm very proud of you.
See you later, nerds.
Nakakatakot ka naman, Diyos ko po!
I'm farming lane because I'm a winner.
What the herald was that?
Love me wife, love me kids, love me dotes. Simple as.
3, 2, 1. Adios.
Hello, Dota Police. I'd like to report a crime.
They call me Dirge cause I'm undying. One more hit, I send you flying.
I'm going in. I'm going. I'm dead.
Oh yeah, baby! Reupping!
Gay bow bow.
Uh-oh. That may have been a mistake.
Shiva Ravage!
I feel nothing.
It's honestly really cool that Dota lets you do this. Dota talent, Dota players, Dota coaches, anyone involved in the Dota community, if you get popular enough, you can have your voice immortalized in the game just for players to spam your pre-recorded voice lines in matches to piss their enemies off. It's a beautiful thing. Man, I love this community. In fact, one of the most popular Dota 2 voice lines was by a Filipino caster named Dono. He unfortunately passed away due to complications with COVID back in 2021. So, with all that being said, it is really nice that Valve has truly immortalized this man into Dota 2. Because for those who don't know, in Dota 2's 14 years of existence, in its 14 years of esports tournaments, events, matches, so on and so forth, out of all the talent that has ever participated in the esports scene of Dota, no one else has been able to make such a massive splash in the arena of Dota 2 casting talent than this guy. It was a viral clip back in 2018. Dono and his casting partner, Lon, were giving commentary in their native Filipino. And needless to say, at the end of one of their games, they gave so many iconic voice lines that will forever be remembered as long as Dota 2 still has players to play it. And what's even more crazy is that all of these extremely memorable voice lines, all of these happened in the span of 40 seconds. So in memory of Dono, I'm gonna play the clip in its entirety, and this is how you know it's really good. When I don't even speak the language and I can just hear the passion and slight insanity coming from their voices.
Aegis yan! Aegis yan! Oo, matigas ka. Lako, lakad mo! Latak matatang! Lakad mo toton!
Normally.
Ekos lamat jama! Tapos ang boxing! Isama! Uy! Teka lang!
Iba to!
Teka lang, Sir Chief! Huwag kayong mainis, mga lampatis! Panatic!
Oh my God, Sir Chip! Fanatic victory! 10K tala ako times 3! 30K pa! Easiest money of my life!
Grabe naman, kaya pala ginagawa ni Ii yun. The next level play.
The next level play.
Ang lakas ni Ii.
Ano nangyari doon?
May you walk sturdy in heaven, good sir. Alright, I don't want to bring down the tone too much. Let's get back on topic. Enabling Toxicity in Dota 2. Every year, we get new sound clips added to this thing. And honestly, you don't even need to own that many. You just need one annoying voice line in here just to really rub in the salt. What if you kill an enemy, you get first blood, you tip him, and then you hit him with one of these voice lines. Suddenly, that nerve pulsating on their forehead is getting a lot bigger, isn't it? And I guess as a quick aside, I'm also going to lump in sprays in here because it is technically part of the chat wheel functionality. This one isn't as incendiary as the other options, although it's still very funny, especially if you have access to the loser spray. Notable Dota 2 player Topson utilized this spray very well during his time playing in Dota 2 tournaments. Needless to say, it was very funny for us, and probably just a little bit tilting for his enemies.
Mid lane matchup, Magical as trying to round Thompson underneath the tower, taking a lot of damage to the Fairy Fire. Will keep him alive. And he sprays loser. The disrespect.
And finally, for the last aspect about this chat wheel, is the hero exclusive voice lines. Technically speaking, this would be the same as the sound chat wheel. However, this time it's exclusive to the hero that you pick and play during a match. These are voice lines of the hero that you are currently playing, which you can play in-game. Unfortunately, the more spicy ones and the ones that could be heard globally in chat by the enemies, these are locked behind Dota Plus, unfortunately. So there is that downside. But if nothing else, other games have pay-to-win features. Dota has pay-to-tilt features. So if you really think about it, forking over $5 a month just so you can spam voice lines to tilt your enemies just a little bit more sounds like a worthy investment to me. And if you don't want to give money to Valve, you could always give it to me. YouTube memberships, go ahead, do it. Please, please, please. Assuming you have Dota Plus and you've played a hero quite a few times, you will unlock more medals on that hero. And the more medals you unlock, the more voice lines you can spam. And believe me, everything that I've said about tipping, text chat wheels, sound chat wheels, sprays, all of that pales in comparison to the hero voice lines. All heroes have a ton of voice lines that they can spam. I should also clarify, because I've been using that word a lot. The sound chat wheels, which include the hero voice lines, can only be used twice every minute. So it's not really spam, but twice every 60 seconds, that's more than enough for you to properly tilt your enemies if you know how to use these things correctly. Anyway, just because I want to showcase some of these magnificent hero voice lines, I'm going to give you a small selection of these wonderful sound bites that we have access to. So, as part of a little interactive exercise, I just want you to imagine that you're laning in Dota 2, okay? Nice and peaceful. You're getting a few last hits, your support is by your side, and then you get ganked by the enemy mid laner, you die, you give first blood. The enemies tip you, and then all of a sudden, the following voice lines enter your ear.
This is Dota! Why doesn't anybody like me? It was your own damn fault.
I know a clown when I see one.
You'll be forever alone.
Are you even trying?
I now have all the sexy. God's gift to the world. Me.
Run, 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 run.
Starting to feel a bit nutty.
I'm getting too old for this horse shit.
This is bullshit. I am a beacon of knowledge blazing out across a black sea of ignorance.
From the ghastly Eyrie, I can see to the ends of the world, and from this vantage point, I declare with utter certainty that this one is in the bag.
I want to die.
I know I'm painting a very idealistic version of these types of events, but believe me, this happens very often. And you also have to remember that the average gamer isn't exactly the friendliest person in the world. So the moment that you start yapping your mouth off in all chat, making enemies not just on the enemy team, but on your own team, that's a very easy way to paint a picture on your back. And when you are enemy number 1, when you are 1v9ing a server, you become prime target for tips, voice lines, and chat wheels. And believe me, when you are on the receiving end of all of this audio and visual bombardment, it gets to you, and it gets to you hella quick. But all this stuff that I've listed so far, technically speaking, this isn't really part of the game as per se. This is extra stuff. This is fluff, you know, bonus mechanics that Valve added in later into the game. Sure, this stuff can definitely piss people off. However, I am fairly confident that there are ways for people to disable it on their end. Like if they don't want to see chat wheels, I'm fairly certain there's an option in the options tab to turn that off, for example. So if you're a very particular type of snowflake, you can technically remove all of these features if you're a pussy. But there are some things that you just cannot get away from, no matter how many toggles and stuff you try to disable. And that is just the game of Dota 2 itself. Try as you might to disable voice lines, chat wheel, tipping, sprays. You can even take it a step further and just mute everyone, voice and chat on the enemy team and your team, and just have the true solo player Dota experience. No matter how many of these things you disable, the game of Dota 2 will still find ways to piss you off. Case in point, a lot of heroes in this game have spells that can affect their own teammates. And by affect, I mean potentially grief you. Pudge can accidentally hook you into the wrong part of town. Vengeful Spirit can just serve you up on a silver platter to the enemy team if she so feels like it. Bane might decide that it's time for you to take a pee break and put you to sleep for 5 seconds. And good old Faceless Void can just decide to be a paid actor on the enemy team if he wanted to. And before my fellow Dota nerds in the audience are going to say, oh, just disable help. Number 1, that option doesn't work on all spells. Chronosphere and Pudge Hook will still affect you, I'm pretty sure, among others. I just can't name them off the top of my head. And number 2, shut up, that doesn't fit the narrative of the video. Please don't ruin this for me. Also, I'm willing to bet that some of you didn't know that this was a feature. And if you just learned about it, well, looks like you gotta subscribe now. So you have ally spells who are supposed to help you but can accidentally fuck you over. And then you have a wonderful feature that Valve decided to add to their multiplayer competitive online experience, a pause feature.
Yippee! Oh, he disconnected again, dude! What's happening?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Listen, man, the more competitive games that I play, the more that I'm starting to learn that a pause feature is not the norm, rather it's the exception. Call me spoiled, like I said in my previous video, all of my online gaming experience is molded by the fact that I played Dota first. And in Dota, or at least Dota 2, we've always had a pause feature, so that's just what I'm used to. Color me surprised when I go into Overwatch or League of Legends and suddenly this wonderful feature, which albeit can be abused, is suddenly gone. Yes, I understand. The pause feature can and it will be abused if it's there. I see it happen all the time. That imaginary scenario in my head where you get killed, chat-wheeled, tipped, and mocked? What if we really wanted you to feel even worse about it, and they pause the game after they kill you? I would venture a guess and say that that's not the best feeling in the world. But if I can squeeze in one more spicy take in this video, which I'm going to assume some of you are already going to perceive as spicy enough as is, I would rather have the option to pause than not have it in the first place.
Yes. Nice hope.
In my long years of playing Dota 2, I have had multiple instances where my internet fucks up, my computer fucks up, my game crashed, somebody's graphics started bugging out, their keyboard was unplugged, their mouse ran out of battery, you name it. There is an entire menagerie of technical and mechanical problems that could have happened while playing this game. Just a few days ago, I was playing a game and my Earthshaker disconnected in the middle of a team fight. We were relying on him to get kills during a gank, but he just stopped moving. Thankfully, we had the pause button to try to salvage the situation. He eventually came back and we were able to resume the gank.
Let ES unpause. ES, you see what's happening here?
Only for him to fuck up and miss his fissure, allowing the enemy to get away.
No! It's okay. Another perfect clip moment.
but that doesn't fit the narrative of the video, so we're just going to ignore that. Point is, having a pause feature will invite toxicity. I understand that. But I also think that it's a massive quality of life feature that more games should have, or at the very least, games should start with it. Because if a game decides to add it later in its lifespan, that's when it's going to become abused even more. Imagine if in a new update, League of Legends adds a pause feature and fuck it, why not, a voice chat feature. These new shiny new toys that the players can use, it's going to be abused and used like it's nobody's business. Whereas if they were there from the beginning, it would have just been business as usual. Nobody would have thought anything about it. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Must be a sign of my growing dementia. The point is, while a pause feature is ultimately good in the long term, in my eyes, I can also recognize that when it's abused in conjunction with all these other aspects that we've just discussed, it makes for a miserable experience. And I wanted to sneak in this section into the video. I completely recognize that both Dota and Counter-Strike, both Valve games, have almost equal levels of toxicity. However, in Counter-Strike, most of the things that would be considered toxic, friendly fire, purposely dying, teabagging, these are pretty standard, especially in most first-person shooter games. Dota goes the extra mile to allow full toxicity and passive-aggressive toxicity. Well, I guess Counter-Strike does have sprays. I don't know. Maybe I need to play more ranked Counter-Strike. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, and speaking of Counter-Strike, additional disclaimer. I cover most of Valve's games. Dota, Counter-Strike, Half-Life, TF2, Deadlock. It's in my name. So don't be surprised if my next upload is gonna be me talking about which TF2 mercenary I would want to sleep with. I won't. But maybe someday. Sorry, back to Dota. If your allies are feeling particularly toxic that day and they want to go above and beyond, they can grief your own team with certain items. For example, the ability to ward block. The jungle is a very important part of the map that gives a team a lot of gold if you can secure it. And ward blocking just means that these jungle monsters will not respawn. But the worst of the worst is when your teammates decide to donate items to the enemy team. Notably, Gem of True Sight and Divine Rapier, the strongest item in the game. Both these items drop when the holder is killed. And yes, your teammate can stockpile money, buy these, run at the enemy, and give it to them. There's toxic players. Then there's professional toxic players. Dota is a hard game. Like, no shit. Even in a perfect Dota 2 match, where you had no toxic teammates, no one abusing the tip feature or their chat wheels, people are still going to be on edge. Just by the sheer amount of stress that Dota can induce because it requires and asks so much of its players. All it takes is just one player to just have a bad day. Maybe they were stressed at work. Maybe they got into a fight with their girlfriend or something like that. Maybe their car got a flat tire. You name it. Anything can set people off. And then when they decide to play a game like Dota, all it takes is just for one comment to cause the volcano to fully erupt. But it's not even a comment, it's not even a text chat. They got tipped. And then they got chat wheeled, and then the game was paused to make fun of them. Do you see now why I say that Dota is so special in its ability to just royally piss you off if you're not ready for it? And to cap off this entire section, Dota doesn't have a surrender feature. So you're just stuck there. If your teammates are toxic, your enemies are toxic, congratulations, you're stuck in that match and there's nothing you can do about it. And by the way, the average Dota match averages out to 45 minutes. But it's not unheard of for games to go on for hours. Doesn't sound like the most pleasant time, does it? Valve is notoriously hands-off with their games and their community for the most part. They don't really moderate nor censor in-game chats, unlike other games. Shout out to NetEase and Marvel Rivals for their love of the Taiwanese people. I know that Valve is aware that toxicity happens in their games, but at the same time, that's just inevitable. If you have an online game, if you have an online competitive game, that's going to happen. Trying to brand your game as super community friendly like it's Weenie Hut Juniors will just make your game all the more embarrassing for whenever toxicity eventually ends up happening. I'm not saying that we should commend Valve for creating such a inhospitable gaming environment for its players, but at the same time, if you really think about it, toxicity is just another form of passion, am I right? Yeah, I'm probably just coping. Like I said in my previous video, my standards for online gaming was set by Dota. And if you can survive this ocean of dog shit, you can survive anything. You can survive other MOBAs, competitive shooters. Hell, I've survived Rust for hundreds of hours, and it totally didn't get to me. Allegedly, I'll admit, some parts were a bit of a blur, but I survived Rust. And to end this video, I just have one more thing to say. In my previous video, which did get a shit ton of views, thank you all for watching that, by the way. It's my most viewed video now on the channel, so thank you a lot for watching that. Anyway, in that video, I made the claim that I have never crashed out. I've never rage quit. I never slammed my desk. And some people in the comment section found that rather hard to believe. Number one, let me assure you, when I see clips like this, the only thing that these gamers are lacking is a clown wig and nose. This is just embarrassing and really cringy if you're watching this happen in real time. And if there's one thing I strive to be in my life, it's not to be cringe. Allegedly. I'll leave that up to you if whether or not I'm succeeding. I really don't understand the mindset of getting this angry, this heated in a video game. Of course, I understand that it's a more deep-seated issue when it comes to stuff like this. Usually they might have things going on in their personal lives. They might have some trauma or some problems which bleeds into their gaming lives. But to those people who think I'm lying, let me assure you, I have never gotten this angry in any video game in my entire life. I can get frustrated, sure. I might curse every now and then, sure, we all do. But there's a stark difference from being frustrated and exasperated compared to this.
God fucking damn you, Activision! You greedy motherfuckers! I'm trying to make a fucking living here, and you fucking greedy corporate fucks can suck on my fucking 18-inch cock! Fuck you guys, dude! Seriously! Fuck Activision, dude! You guys are fucking bullshit, dude! You greedy motherfuckers, dude! You guys are fucking dog shit, dude! I cannot believe that. 2 fucking games in a row, Activision. I'm trying to do my goddamn job. Why don't you fucking invest some money for fuck's sake? 2 games in a row in the biggest fucking tournament! You guys are fucking stupid!
Don't believe me? That's fine. Go watch my live streams, that way you can see it for yourself. And this is totally not bait to get you guys to watch my live streams and engage with my content. Anyway, to end this video, I just want to say that I hate and love that Valve facilitates such a unique gaming experience and environment for its players. All of these tools that Valve added, on paper, were technically meant to be a positive thing. But of course, gamers being gamers, twisted these things to allow some of the most toxic, passive-aggressive, or just full-on aggressive things that they can do to their fellow gamers in any given moment of a game. If Valve was any other developer, they would have removed these features if they saw what players were doing to each other. But they don't. I think they know that no matter how angry we get in the moment whenever we are being bombarded with tips and chat wheels and the such, these things ultimately make the game unique, make it special. There is an actual argument to be made that OG was able to win TI9 because it legitimately might have caused the enemies to play suboptimally.
Any chat wheel? Any chat wheels today, guys?
Yeah, chat wheels.
I'm the cutting. And what does it go again? Side baba.
Yes, any chat wheels today?
I'm choosing the boom. Boom is the theme of the day.
Like, you know what cooking? You know what's cooking?
Yeah, that's coming.
Okay, good.
Ready?
Alright, let's fucking go, boys!
Let's fucking go.
Wait, what? Oh no, dude, I don't have my chat wheel. What's going on?
We have to restart Dota then?
Yeah, I'm not playing finals without my chat wheel, man.
Oh, hell no.
You know what's cooking. You know what's cooking. You know what's cooking. You know what's cooking. Boom!
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
If they annoy you, mute them. I think it's funny. I muted them already. It's funny, actually.
I have no evidence to prove this, but I would like to believe that it's true. And if it is true, then these guys won the biggest prize pool in gaming history because they were spamming random Filipino voice lines for the world to see. And that is all the convincing I need for these features to stay permanently in Dota. What do you think, Internet Wanderer? Do you think that these features are a good thing? I personally think they're great, and I would love to see Valve's future games like Deadlock having them at some point. Thanks for watching, Internet Wanderer. Do the YouTube things.